Hello everyone, in today's session we will be solving question number 20 from your exercise, and this question requires us to prepare T-shaped account. Now let us see the question. Put the following on the proper side of cash account, debtors account and creditors account. That means we have to prepare three different types of account. And if you remember, under modern approach we have seen that all the accounts are divided into are classified into five different types of account. Now if you see properly, both cash account and debtors account are our asset account and creditors account is our liabilities account. So we will apply the rule of modern approach, which says that if asset increases it will be recorded on debit side, and if it decreases then it will be recorded on credit side. And for liabilities the rule was, if it increases it will be recorded in credit side, and if it decreases it will be recorded in debit side. Now first let us see the format of T-shaped account. Now under T-shaped account, on left hand side, that is on debit side, three columns will be there. First will be date, particulars, amount. Same on the credit side, that is on the right hand side. First column will be date, particulars, amount. So we have already prepared, I have already prepared cash account. Hari is our debtor, so it is debtors account, and Krishan is our creditor. So let us see the first transaction number A. Sold goods for cash rupees 60,000. Now in this transaction, two accounts that are involved is cash account and sales account. Since we sold goods, it is sales account. Now in the question requires us to prepare cash account and not the sales account, so we will focus on cash in this question. Now when we sold goods for cash, that means cash is increasing, cash is coming inside our business, that means it is increasing. So as per rule of modern approach we will record it on debit side, that is to sales account 60,000. Then next transaction number B, goods sold goods to Hari on credit rupees 20,000. Now in this transaction the two accounts involved are Hari account and sales account. Now sales account is not prepared by we are not required to prepare sales account, so we will focus on Hari's account. Now when we sold goods to Hari on credit, that means Hari is our debtor, so our debtor is increasing, so asset increased debit side, so we will write to sales account 20,000. Then next transaction number C, purchase goods from Krishan on credit. Now in this transaction two accounts involved are purchase account and Krishan account. Now purchase account we are not required to prepare, so we will focus on Krishan's account. Now we purchase goods from Krishan on credit, that means our creditor is increasing, so when the liabilities are increased it will be recorded in credit side, so we will write by purchases rupees 36,000. Then transaction number D, purchase goods from Krishan for cash. Now in this case what we are dealing with cash account and Krishan's account. We purchase goods from him on cash, that means we are paying cash immediately, so cash is decreasing, so we will record it in credit side, because asset decrease is recorded on credit side. We will write by purchases account 10,000. Then next is cash received from Hari rupees 15,000. That means we are receiving cash from Hari, so the two accounts involved is cash and Hari. So first let us see the cash treatment. Cash is received from Hari, that means cash is increasing, so we will write in debit side to Hari 15,000. And since we are receiving from Hari, that means his liabilities is he is our debtor, that means one of our another asset. While paying this 15,000, his due to us is also decreasing, that means Hari's amount of debt is decreasing, so another asset is our decreasing, so we will record it on credit side by writing by cash 15,000. Then next last is cash paid to Krishan, that means we paid cash to Krishan. Two accounts are involved, so we will first see cash treatment. Cash is being paid to Krishan, that means cash is decreasing. So we will write by Krishan 28,000, and on Krishan he is receiving the money, that means our liability towards him is decreasing. So when liabilities are decreased, it is recorded on debit side. So we will write to cash account rupees 28,000. Now after recording all the transactions, we have to balance each of the account. So for cash account we got debit balance of 75,000, but on credit side we got 38,000. So what we will do is that we will write the balance amount, that means 75,000 minus 38,000, we got 37,000, and after adding these two we got 75,000, and both the sides are same. So we will close the account by drawing two parallel lines. Then in Hari's, that is our debtors account, on debit side we got 20,000, on credit side we got 15,000, that means balance we got 5,000, and after that we close the account. Then in Krishan's account, on debit side we got 28,000, and on credit side we got 36,000. So on the debit side we will add 8,000 more to get 36,000 on both the sides, so that both the sides are tallied. Now this is the way how we are supposed to prepare T-shaped account, and this type of questions we will face again while preparing ledgers as well. So be sure to by heart the rules of modern approach as well as traditional approach, because while doing journal entries we have to follow traditional rules. I hope this question was little bit easy for you. I thought this question was little bit complicated for you, but if you try, then you will get hang of it. So if you have any doubts, you can ask me, and for this session we will wind up here. Thank you.